It's week 13 of the NFL, and we've got the Shamrocks' sure-handed wide receiver. He's going to be a busy man in the passing game. It's the Shamrocks and the Armadillos, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
It is time for football as we welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. We thank you for having us in. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen, 3 months in the books. Partner, now it's December. It's the best month of the NFL season because the games get more important as the weather gets a little bit colder.
And this is where you find out who the real teams are and who the pretenders are. Do you find yourself not only in the playoff conversation, but can you now play good enough ball down the stretch to not only be in the conversation, but actually find yourself in the postseason?
So pleased to have you along. This should be a good one. We're set, and off we go here on EA Sports. Now an opening past the 30. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. This crowd ready in anticipation. Their offense taking the field for the first time. And taking the snaps, a quarterback now in his 3rd year in the league.
It's not so much that he was able to throw for over 400 yards in last week's game, Mike, but it's the fact that he made it look so easy. Every time he touched the ball, it seemed like they were just up and down the field with very little resistance. And he doesn't necessarily have to repeat that type of production this week, but it certainly wouldn't hurt their chances of winning if he's somehow able to do so.
They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry. And he'll work his way for about 4 yards. That's good enough for a first down. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He'll find his rookie wideout from Notre Dame. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
These are the chunk plays they thought they could get here against this pass defense. They thought the passing game favored their offense in this matchup, and I think we can expect this to be the case the rest of the game.
Throwing now on 1st and 10. Quick throw out wide. It's caught. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
Here's 3rd and 2. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Back to throw. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. It's a gain of 10 as they get the conversion on 4th down. Here's 1st and 10. They'll send their tight end left. They'll throw out of the gun. His throw on 1st down is going to be incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. That one on target to Williams. He's got it. 11 yards on the connection there. That's enough for a 1st down.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. I think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. First down throw there is incomplete.
He just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
A lengthy opening drive. Now comes to this. It is third down. That is caught, and they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be first and goal. Back to the air one more time. And he tried to fit in the slant, and it was intercepted. Accelerating toward midfield. And he's going to give his offense a short field to work with as they look for their first points of the game.
So often, Mike, defenders are just happy the ball ends up in his hands, but not this guy. I mean, the catch was one thing, but then the party really got started. I mean, look at this return. He gets one block. He gets another. He's got teammates springing him all over the field, and this offense is lucky this didn't go all the way back for a pick six.
So the visitors ready to go on offense here for the first time. Leading this offense, their veteran quarterback.
If his preparation for this game is any indication of how he's going to perform today, Mike, they're going to be hard to beat. He played really well last week, but when we talked to his coaches, they told us, they're like, he has lived here all week. He has taken his level of play even up another notch. And if he can continue to operate this system, continue to get all of his weapons involved, this leadership, this ability to lead by example, it's going to rub off on the rest of this offense. I think they're going to have a good chance of changing from last week's loss to coming away today with a victory.
He'll drop to throw. Quickly to the outside and complete.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps.
And he can't get away. Down he goes, back to 16.
If there's one positive remaining, it's the fact that they're still in scoring position. But with the way they've been able to move the ball down here in the red zone, they're thinking 6. But after that last sack, their chances of converting here for a touchdown have gotten a lot more difficult.
So backed up after the sack, and now it's third and long. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. He'll try to run for it. A gain of 15. Well done. Facing third and 14, they pick it up.
This is a part of the field where you have to account for the quarterback as a runner. Nothing's open downfield. Great job by your secondary, but then he makes a break for the goal line, and they're able...
Good blocking, and he's in. Touchdown, Shamrocks. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
The extra point is good, and the Shamrocks will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This fielded at about the 9. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Armadillos offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. He has played well all season long, entering this final stretch of games in December and January as the NFL leader in touchdown passes. Back to throw here to begin the drive. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
You can sense this defense. They're really starting to come alive. Last time out, they forced a turnover. Now they got their first sack of the day. These big plays start to steamroll, and you can just feel their confidence continue to build.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Let's go.
Now they'll set up to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
This returnable from inside his own 40. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. This one complete right side. A gain of 14. Good for a quick first down.
We talk so much about starting fast and then trying to sustain that throughout the course of the game. That's exactly what they're doing here. They've got the early lead, but they're not content to just sit on the ball. They're looking to extend it. Nice start here to this drive. Once they cross midfield, then it goes into go mode. You're trying to come away with points every single time you have the ball.
The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
And he's going to lose yardage on this play. They knock him back to the midfield strike.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming. And he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
3rd and long. From the 50, he'll set up to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. The Shamrocks send their punter out. Oh, not the greatest punt there. This is going to hit and go out of bounds. The Armadillos offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And the numbers will show he's been one of the top quarterbacks in the league all season long, right up there among the leaders in passing yards. Not much. 2nd and long coming up. On play action, he'll set up to... And that pressure too great. He's going to be sacked in the end zone. And that is a safety. So first, the decision to throw down here backed up near your own goal line. And the defense gets to the quarterback, sacking him, Greg, in the end zone for a safety.
Mike, anytime you're willing to call a pass backed up this deep in your side of the field, you have to trust that your quarterback is going to have the clock in his head to get the ball out of his hand. In this case, he holds on to it too long. The defense is able to get to him in the end zone, and it results in the safety.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Jones motioning here. On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. Going right sideline and complete. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line.
It's a gain of 25.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch. You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So they'll talk over what to do on this third down play as we have hit the end of the first quarter. Plenty of scoring already. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. Got to get this to the 25. Here's third down. He'll look to throw. A toss, left side, caught by his running back.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a fourth down decision to make. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
This is fielded inside the 5. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. The Armadillos offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And he has done everything you could ask of him coming into this one. He spread it around, hasn't taken many chances, and potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. A big hole. Still going. And he's going to take this all the way home. Touchdown, Armadillos. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year. Well, that's a way to start a drive. He takes it all the way to the house. I don't know what they were talking about on the last series, but they've come out on this series, Greg, with the right answer for the touchdown.
And, Mike, the reason a lot of teams start off drives with the run play is to allow themselves to operate ahead of the chains. Well, not this guy. He found the alley, he took it, and he's off to the races for 6.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So now, out comes the offense, led by their quarterback as they take over once again. And he's given defenses across the league a lot to think about when they try to game plan for him. Consider he's currently 2nd in the NFL in quarterback rushing yards. Now he takes off.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game. He does a fantastic job, Mike, of not only locating the ball in the air, but then attacking it hands on hands. That's exactly something they work on every week in practice. Great job translating those drills into a live game.
Short pass taken in by the tight end. Nice job there defensively to keep him in front of the marker. It's going to bring up 4th down. Here's their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Armadillos offense and their running back set to go once more. And as a play caller, when you've got a guy who's running like this, you lean on him. And your offensive line has had big opening after big opening and big numbers in this first half. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Quick throw here is complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why.
To the air now on 1st and 10. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down.
A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Throwing now from the gun. Quick throw, taken in. And great determination as he gets forward and picks up the 1st down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's 2nd and 6.
At the 35-yard line.
From the gun, here's a handoff. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
What we're seeing here in this first half, Mike, is an example of the offensive line, the running back, and the play caller all on the same page. The execution and the ability to continue to pick up chunk plays on the ground has been a great start for this offense.
Ball down to the 16-yard line, and it's 1st and 10. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, taken in over the middle.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's going to be taken down.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
Trying to find a crease in there. It's a big pile of bodies, but he is going to come up short. They'll try to run this one in. And this time, he's in. Touchdown, Armadillos. That's his 2nd touchdown of this one, and he's got a half dozen for the year. What a standout performance early on in this one. That his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game.
And some backs, Mike, they just have a sense of finding the end zone and being able to finish off these runs. That's exactly what this guy has been able to do today, and we're just getting started.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Jones now on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. First and 10. They're going to motion the tight end over here. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll get this out to his running back. And he won't get away. Good open field tackle there to get him down behind the line.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
And he'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense, immediately getting back on track. And what do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did.
Tight end going in motion here. Back to throw. To the right side here, pass is caught.
They may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on second down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on third down where it's a little bit more manageable.
Taking off, he'll try to get there.
The quarterback on the scramble.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on third down. Starts out as a pass. Nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner. Picks up the first down.
A couple of first downs, and the football's out to the 48-yard line as they come up 1st and 10. Putting the tight end in motion. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down. They'll look to throw. He'll tuck it and take off.
Nothing open here downfield. I think it's a good job just getting to the edge, getting something positive, getting out of bounds.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. He'll try and get there on the ground.
And that's a great job defensively here on third down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the first down.
On comes the punter now, as he's on here to punt this one away. That's going to be out of bounds. Well judged and spotted right at the 10-yard line. The home team's offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And he's been a tough man to stop in this first half, putting up some big numbers already. And remember, we haven't even reached halftime yet. This is caught down that right sideline. About 15 yards to kick off the drive. It's a first down. You have a tight end motioning left here. Throwing now on 1st and 10. Looking for his tight end on the corner route. He's got it. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Halftime is looming, so the athletic training staff going to get a chance to look him over during the break. A couple of first downs to start this drive. They're 1st and 10, up at the 42. They send the tight end in motion. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. This defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. They'll try to get this one on the ground. Now this defense will use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Shamrocks offense going to take over here in the last minute of this first half. They trail by 2. And we'll start this drive with 1st and 10. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line. Now another timeout called by this offense. They have 1 remaining, as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They're going to motion the tight end over here. Looking middle of the field, it's complete. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. They'll look to throw again. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. So they go backwards on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 13.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. More from you and Greg in a moment. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here and what's already been an eventful afternoon of football. We'll begin out in Houston, where you see the final score there. The Oilers, they're able to get that record back to 500, but they face an uphill climb in the final 4 weeks to secure a playoff berth. These two teams ready for the second half, and so are we. So let's get you back out to Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen.
This is still anyone's ball game at this point. The difference is just 2 as we begin quarter number 3. He fields it at the 8, and he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Shamrocks offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this 3rd quarter. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Now, faking the give. Throwing right. It's taken in. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the 1st down.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Now a handoff, running right. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. Right away, they'll set up to throw. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And that's well read by the defense. Knocked backwards. He's back at his own 9-yard line. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. Now they'll set up to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and let's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's fourth down. Punt team headed out for the Armadillos, as he'll take this a yard or two into his own end zone. And he'll be brought down. Short return, and they'll take over there. The Shamrocks offense ready for this next possession. They'll start with great field position right at midfield with a first down. Back to throw here to begin the... And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
So after surrendering their 6th sack of the game, I looked down on the sideline, Mike, and found their offensive line coach. He grabbed his headset, removed it, and he slammed it on the ground. And truthfully, I don't blame him. His unit has been getting worked up front all day in pass protection.
And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down. He'll drop to throw. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
This has been a masterful game plan defensively. I mean, not only have they found their mismatches and been able to exploit them, it's led to 7 sacks so far. I mean, even when the offense seems to make an adjustment, Mike, the defense just still seems to be one step ahead of them.
The Shamrocks getting their punter out there. As this drive went backwards, he's on to kick it away. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The home team's offense getting set to get back to work. The lead is 2, and they're going to try to make something happen here, starting with a 1st and 10. He tosses over the middle. This one is caught. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
At the 32-yard line.
Now off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can draw up all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
Williams, the tight end, is in motion. He'll look to throw. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
On 3rd down, they'll throw from the gun. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. The visitors' offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They'll begin with 1st and 10. A throw on the move is caught. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Now a shot here, deep middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down. Putting one of their tight ends in motion left. They'll throw out of the gun. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. We're about ready now for the punt as they are forced to kick for the 6th time today. And this is going to work out for them. Out of bounds, and they'll mark it inside the 10. The home team's offense ready to take over once more. They'll have a long field ahead of them as they start 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Going down the center of the field, open man, and it's taken in. And they're going to move this all the way up near the 35-yard line.
Well, any fear they might have had that they'd come out of the halftime break flat has completely gone out the window. They're not content, Mike, here, just having the lead. They're looking to extend it. A couple more plays like that, they're going to find themselves in scoring territory here very quickly.
Back to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the 2nd phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short. And that is incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
The visitors' offense make their way out to take over once more. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Tight end going in motion here. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. They'll look to throw. There's that man again. Another catch. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
Every quarterback's dream is, can I get the ball out of my hand as fast as possible and get it to a guy that can do the rest after the catch? And it seems like nowadays, throughout the entire league, the best offenses thrive in yards after the catch.
Throwing now on 1st and 10. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
So we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Now a give on the ground. And he'll take this up past the 40. Pick up a 5. They need one right now. 3rd and long. And that is incomplete.
They're lucky to have avoided this mistake here, Mike. In the 4th quarter, with possessions running out, that would have been a critical back-breaking play in this game. And they're going to have second life now after that defender drops the ball. And let's see if they can take advantage of it.
The home team's offense ready to see what they can do. They'll start out 1st down and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Putting the tight end in motion. Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. 2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to 3rd down and 10. They send the tight end in motion. And that is incomplete.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
This fielded inside the 35. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read, seemingly every time.
Defense.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short. He'll try and throw for it on 3rd and 1. He keeps it himself. He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a first down.
This is an element that defensively you always have to be ready to defend. You can't just accept that it's a pass and be so consumed with the receivers downfield. You have to account for the quarterback as a scrambler. You can see why, as he's able to get out of the pocket and pick up the first down.
No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
That's a prototypical coverage sack. All 11 guys on the field doing their job. Starts with sound back-end coverage. Nowhere to go quick with the ball. The quarterback has no chance but to extend the play. Look for something late developing downfield. That was all the time this front needed to chase him down and bring him down for a sack.
It's a gain of 12 there. And that will be a first down. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. That is caught at the 3. And he'll be taken down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep...
He's got his big tight end. Touchdown, Shamrocks. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that fourth quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
The extra point try forthcoming. He gets it to go, and the Shamrocks will up the lead to 5. So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown, time to kick it back the other way. This one taken at the 10. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Armadillos offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And as we look at the highlights, you see it's been tough to stop him here today. Couple of touchdowns in this ball game. He has, without a doubt, been the driving force in this offense so far. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. Right away, they'll set up to throw. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 32-yard line.
They're going to motion the tight end over here. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, taken in over the middle. Here we go. 3rd and a yard. Williams in motion. Open man, right side. He's got it. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
And how about the poise of this quarterback? You find yourself down here late in the fourth quarter, Mike, facing a tough 3rd down. You've got to have it. But you know what? He calls the play, he breaks the huddle. He's like, you know what, Coach? I got it. That's a big-time throw to now keep this drive alive as they go down looking for that go-ahead touchdown.
Blown back in the backfield. I fumbled the football. But this is taken in by a teammate.
Now, obviously, there's never a good time to fumble the ball. It's probably the thing that teams stress the most is ball security. But it makes it a little bit easier knowing that your own team was able to fall on top of it, and at least you can maintain possession.
And they'll take this down inside the 35.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst, they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on second, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Quick throw, taken in. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Second down and 3. He'll drop to throw. Quick throw, out wide. It's caught. He's taken down just shy of the 10.
Here in the fourth quarter, you just can't predict how many possessions you have left, so you can't let any of them go to waste. So far, this has been a fantastic drive. It's a drive that they desperately needed. They continue to throw the ball like that. They got a chance to take a late lead here in the fourth quarter.
Now they'll set up to throw. He'll go underneath here, the running back out of the backfield. And he's into the end zone yet again. Touchdown, Armadillos. 3 touchdowns in this one. He now has 7 for the year.
So often these defenses come into the game, Mike, and when they build their pass defense plan, there's tight ends, there's receivers. There's so many weapons that these offenses around the league have at their disposal. It could be easy sometimes to not account for the running back out of the backfield, and that's exactly what happened here. Easy throw, get it into the hands of one of the most dynamic guys on the field, and let them do the rest after the catch, and he takes it.
And he will get into the end zone. The conversion is good, and the lead is up to 3 here in the fourth quarter. So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. Jones now on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The visitors' offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. Throwing now from the gun. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. It is 2nd down and 5. They'll run here. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it. This crowd trying to be a factor, getting very loud now. It's 3rd and 5. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's going to get there. He got the first down, not by a whole lot, but that'll keep this drive rolling.
So I still think there's plenty of time if they can get within a shot of the end zone that they can go for a touchdown to try to win this thing in regulation. You always have a field goal try in your back pocket to at least tie the game and force overtime.
They'll drop to throw. Off he goes. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Final minute, still 2 timeouts remaining as we get to 1st and 10. They send one of the tight ends in motion to the left. He'll look to throw. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And he's not going to be able to get away. Very good coverage on the perimeter. It goes down as a loss of yards.
To play corner in this league, Mike, you have to have great reactions and instincts. In this case, he trusts those instincts from the jump, and he's able to send the offense going backwards as a result.
They'll come up now for 2nd down. To the right side here, pass is caught, and he's going to be taken down. Now the offense will use their 3rd and final timeout. Clock stops, 46 seconds to go. Here we go, 1st and goal. Back to throw. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
This one taken at the 7. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. This offense ready for their next possession, led by their running back. The trail by 4, touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. One of the tight ends in motion right. Back to throw here to begin the drive. And good work there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. They'll try again here. It's 2nd and 10. Tight end going in motion here. Quick throw here is complete. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. 2 timeouts still in their back pocket. It's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
In these critical moments of the game, Mike, you always turn to your best players, and that's exactly what they did here, and they just weren't able to connect. Give this defense a lot of credit. They knew when it was crunch time, where did this quarterback want to look? And they were ready, and they took him away.
And the quarterback scrambling, maneuvers his way back to the line of scrimmage, but that's all he can get out of that one. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. Now the offense will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back.
Oh, the pressure too much. He goes down. So it's a win for our visitors. They bounced back from the loss last week, really put in a determined effort and will come away with the victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.